Hi guys, we're doing Pit People. So this is the first episode of something where we play the game for an hour and we just get an impression out of that hour, and afterwards we talk about it. It's, our impressions. This is not supposed to be like a elongated let's play sort of thing.
Yeah, we're not finishing any of these games.
No, we're just starting them up.
If people have recommendations, that way we can
do
that without having to stream the entire thing.
Which is stressful.
Yes.
So, I could join you, but I think you get the purest experience doing single player.
Okay. I have a feeling he's just going to commentate everything.
Yes.
And we're going to be completely quiet.
Alright, guys, here's that juicy family I told you about.
So, speaking of tactics, I beat Fire Emblem.
Don't tell me about the, most of, the end of Golden Deer, because I haven't beaten it yet.
Okay.
I haven't beat Golden Deer yet.
Oh, okay.
I've only beaten Black Eagles, and recently I finished Cindered Shadows.
Dude, isn't Cindered Shadows kind of hard?
It's actually extremely... I did hard classic.
Oh.
And that was ruthless.
You regretted that, didn't you?
Yes,
pretty quick?
I did, yeah. But it was very satisfying when I finished it. It was very fun. It's actually like half a Fire Emblem game, really.
But I remember you telling me, oh, you're halfway through the game. So I'm like doing all of the battles that I can and leveling up and getting up my archers and everything. Mm-hmm. And then before I knew it, it just ended. And it was already to the point where it's like, oh, you have to choose your wife now. It was what is this game? What is happening? Okay.
You're too late, princess.
Nothing's worse than having control ripped from the player's hands.
King Papastrella.
Is she going to use that to, bludgeon people to death?
Yes.
Yes. Have you seen the Sonic movie yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Is it good? Is it,
I haven't watched it. I haven't seen it. I just, from everybody talking about how amazing it is, I'm just, I'd like to hear Sarks' thoughts on the matter. Because I think a lot of these people are just like, oh, yeah, the memes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for the memes when the Blu-ray comes out, and hopefully they release the original cut. But...
They're not going to release the original cut.
At this point, I'm just going to see the movie just because it's Sonic.
Just morbid curiosity.
Yeah, I'm just curious about, and not only that, but, Jim Carrey's in it, and, I haven't seen anything from him for, a really long time, so I'm more just kind of curious as to, what's going on with him.
He was in a movie, 2 years ago where he grew, this epic beard.
Oh, really?
But I think it was in theaters for, 3 days, and then it... dropped off the face of the earth. I couldn't tell you what it was called or what it was about. What did I accomplish there?
Nothing, because you moved everyone away from the enemy.
I was trying to get her to attack him.
Oh. Let's join souls, okay?
What? Wait, what? I clicked without understanding what was happening. What do you have me playing? I can't even talk. I'm focused on whatever is happening on the screen. I'm so weirded out by everything.
Yeah. You fused souls. Enough, bring forth the speckled horseman. What? The speckled horseman.
So tell me, what have you been playing lately?
As I said, I finished Cindered Shadows, which was great. And I've been trying to continue my Golden Deer playthrough. Right now, I'm right before the time skip. When I say right before, I mean
You're right on it.
Probably 1 or 2 chapters away. I am finishing up the chapter where... Well, I guess I shouldn't spoil anything. But suffice it to say...
The game has been out for a year.
Okay, so spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear the spoiler, skip 10 seconds ahead.
Everybody in the church dies?
Yeah.
They commit seppuku?
Yes! Exactly. They commit Sudoku.
Sudoku? Do you even know what you've said?
Oh, yeah. They get together in a room and they just play some Sudoku. And it's great. Rhea shows up and everything.
Have you been drinking? heavily.
Claude starts drinking and gets freaking crazy.
Do characters level up in this?
Yes.
Oh, well, that answered my question, didn't it?
Yes.
Is this what you would call a programmer's game?
If I remember where the joke comes from, it's based off of what someone was telling you about Pokemon.
Yeah.
And how Pokemon is a programmer's game.
Yes.
And like you trying to decipher what that person meant was
and
like...
they were just like, oh, it's got characters and you level them up and you control them all. It's like, okay, an RPG.
So it's an RPG?
No. And it's like, oh, okay, so is Final Fantasy a programmer's game? No, because Pokemon has a lot of characters. Oh,
Yes.
okay. So is Borderlands a programmer's game? Because the guns are technically have their own stats.
Yes.
And they're all randomly generated.
You got a skill tree. And
No, that's not a programmer's game. Pokemon is the only game in existence that's a programmer's
Every game is a programmer's game because you have to...
I don't know what it meant. And then like I was like, oh, okay, so I remember first Googling like what is a programmer's game and getting no response anywhere. And then I remember texting you and being like, do you know what a programming game is?
I was
You're just like, I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, that was a really contrived, like, oh, this is a game just for programmers because it has a lot of numbers in it. It's like, oh, okay. Interesting. Yes, I would say this is a programmer's game, but it's not like extremely stat heavy. It like... Obviously, because it's a Behemoth game, it's very, it takes the genre, and it's very simple with it, but it has a unique mechanic, so, like...
Do I have cannons equipped to my little...
I think so, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But, yeah, this game is...
Sorry to just interrupt you.
This game isn't incredibly stat-heavy. What it is, though, is just, like, the classes can do really wacky things. That's pretty much it. So there's a lot of wackiness.
I was kind of hoping it was a programmer's game.
So going back to like what I've been playing, so besides Fire Emblem, I've been playing a lot, like just an obscene amount of Enter the Gungeon, which is a fantastic game. It's incredibly addicting, but I'm stuck. So if any of you who are watching this know what this is, I'm trying to kill the... And the final boss of his route is a shoot-'em-up where you get turned into a ship and you're fighting just like this, like, Ikaruga-style, like, fight that just goes crazy. And it's by far the hardest of all of the final bosses for any character, so it's the worst. So if anyone could help me, like, give me tips on like how to beat that would be great.
I can help you.
Can you?
No.
Bulked up dude with the mace. He's kind of a problem though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he hits very...
The biggest guy... Oh! The biggest guy in the room is the biggest problem, you're telling me? Color me baffled. So she needs men to guide her? Oh my god! Just kidding. I go into the store and I see these newspapers, or these like tabloids of like, this is what the Queen said about Trump. This is what the Queen has for breakfast, and like all that.
What the deuce does it matter to us what
and
the Queen
it's like,
has for
I
breakfast?
thought we fought a war, so we didn't have to care. It's the same thing when like the royal wedding happened. And I knew so many people that were just like, I'm going to watch the royal wedding on the news. It's going to be so... It's like, why?
What freaking difference does it make? I mean, like I don't know. I don't know if that's controversial to say, but I mean, like, really, though. Like, that's nice. If you're into that, then cool. But, like, what does it do?
You deliberately kept that from me. And I thank you for that.
I want to wash my hands. I think that's what he says.
You're not allowed to say 96% of the dictionary. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah. I am a YouTuber, after all.
Everyone is offended by everything. We can't help it.
I think the number one, like, name I've been called that kind of, like, made me feel a little self-conscious was long neck. And I got that in elementary school. I think...
What's happening? What are we doing right now?
I just wanted...
What is this?
I was just sharing.
Oh, okay. I thought we were about to have, like, a super deep, like... talk. I was like...
It's like an intervention. I don't know if I did have an abnormally long neck, though. That's the problem.
Well, you do.
Oh.
Yeah. Quite frankly, it makes me uncomfortable.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I'll see if I can shave that down next time I go to the plastic surgeon for my routine checkups.
My neck has officially gone out of control.
You know that meme of like The Walking Dead with like the dead and like his head like stretches in like a bunch of different directions.
I think
He's like telling a joke and then like the joke is like a really bad dad joke and then like his head like comes off and just like stretches.
Yeah. Yeah, Smash was pretty fun. That's thing. Just kidding.
No, please keep it in actually.
We keep it in. It's funny. All the little children will go, "Hey, he burped," and then they'll dab on their computers. That's what kids do now, right?
You remember that time when Fortnite apparently got shut down? Like it was this black hole thing where like everyone thought that it was like over or whatever.
Yeah.
So there was like we were doing a grammar lesson or something, and one of the like example sentences was like, "Oh, Johnny went to the store to buy a gift for his brother." And or like buy a game for his brother and he came back. And then after reading the sentence, I like commented, I'm like, oh, I hope he didn't buy his brother Fortnite because, well, you know. And then like 90% of that class that I was teaching, they're just like, oh yeah, like they were like actually there was applause after that. I don't know, they were like happy that Fortnite was finally over with, and someone like there was like one kid who's like, oh come on. But like the rest of them were just like, yeah, Fortnite sucks. And I'm just like, wow, you've reignited my interest. And I actually struck up a conversation after class with some of them about what games they do play. And, you know, it's like Mario Odyssey, there's some Breath of the Wild, you know. So it's like, oh, nice.
The future is not yet dead. That was a fun game. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, so what was your favorite part about it? Like gameplay, aesthetic-wise, you know, anything.
Well, I like the thing that you know, we talked about Breath of the Wild and starting off at nothing, and then how I reload that game over and over and over again to kind of get that start at nothing and build up.
Yes.
It has that where you start with a guy with a sword and a shield and a girl with a hammer.
Yes.
And that's all you have. Mm-hmm. And then I went around collecting other people that could be used to me, like the Yosef with his throwing axes.
Building your little ragtag
and then,
team.
What I really liked was, what's her name? The girl
Sophia.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Sophia throwing the cages, and then because I was thinking when I had to capture, I was like, oh, I'll get the mushroom because the mushroom seems to have poison.
Yeah.
But that didn't work out because Yosef killed the mushroom.
Yeah.
So I just said, oh, okay, I'll capture the spider, and then we just learned the spider can be the capturer.
Yes.
So I don't have to spend money.
Just like a dedicated, yeah.
So I don't have to spend money anymore on cages. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yes.
I like that. I want to play more because I feel like I'd figure more stuff out like that. Mm-hmm. But the fact that I was able to clutch that at the end, too.
Yes.
So.
Yes, and you were underleveled for that fight too. So there's, there's some like risk reward kind of business going on.
Yeah, I mean with Fire Emblem, and of course it's fair to compare the two.
Yes, 100%.
With Fire Emblem, I think it's like if you're riding a Pegasus and an archer comes at you, and the archer is 10 levels above you, it's like, then, oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, you're not surviving.
But I felt like that was a lot more forgiving than Fire Emblem.
Yes, definitely.
But in contrast to that, I'm not controlling what they're doing.
Yes.
I'm just putting them in their place.
Yes.
So it evens out with Fire Emblem, I think. Mm. But they're both equally fun. I definitely want to play that again.
Awesome. Well, do you have any closing comments, or should we wrap this up?
We should wrap this episode up.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I guess, I'd say tune in for more, but I don't even know what the more is. So just...
We'll have more.
Remember, people, I think, can ride on her. Let's not take this out of context now.
You've already begun.